What is going on, guys and girls? Level Up here at OnPointGaming's OnPointTactical, and welcome to the first episode of Medic Monday. This is a video series where you, the viewer, leave a question about the Medic class down in the comments box below, be it a weapon, a piece of equipment, or any other subject Medic related. I will give my opinion on that particular question or subject. The first comment for today comes in from Matt Wright. He says, I've only recently dived into the assault class, and I wish to know what attachments I should run on the AUG and a general review of the weapon itself. Thanks. Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that you shouldn't be using the gun at all. It actually is pretty darn bad. There's seriously just no stat that stands out in the AUG's favor. If we go to simthic.com, we see that it has a slightly longer than average range, ending at 55 meters instead of 50 meters. But there's seriously just nothing about this gun that is amazing in any form. Like, it's kind of like the G36C. It shoots too slow to be competitive in close quarters. It has a little much recoil and is really not all that accurate for long-range engagements. So, like, there's just no actual statistic that makes this gun seem very good. The hipfire accuracy is kind of terrible. Like, there is seriously just nothing going for the AUGA3. So basically we're just kind of left with this gun that isn't good at anything. Like, usually one gun is good at long range, another's good at close quarters, and another is pretty good at just about everything. A very versatile weapon. This gun just, for lack of better words, it sucks. You really should not be using the AUGA3 at all. There is nothing going for this weapon in any way, shape, or form. Like, there is seriously no reason whatsoever to use it. The hipfire accuracy is not all that great, but if you are dead set on using the AUG, I would say nothing magnified. Stick to red dot sights and holographic sights. A angled foregrip is going to be in the best of your interest. A laser sight, and probably either a muzzle brake or a full suppressor to help you stay off of that minimap, because it really just is not all that great of a weapon. Therefore, I'm not going to get very far into it, but I will say that if you want a gun that is good at long range, which this gun should have been, it can be a good gun. It just needs some love from DICE and a higher fire rate. If you want a long-range assault rifle, I would suggest either sticking to the SCAR H or get used to the burst mechanics in Battlefield 4 and use the M16A4. The next question comes in from Joshua Alt, and he says, would you say that the med kit, is the best item to use? Well, I think that there's some clarification that needs to be dealt with, but I do believe that I know what you mean. And yes, I would say that most certainly the medic bag is the best piece of equipment available to the assault class or medic class. If we look at the description of the two of them, we see that the first aid pack, single-use medic pack that slowly heals a single soldier to full health, even on the move. Any damage will cancel out the heal. So if you're moving around with your full 5-man squad, and you have 4 guys that need first aid packs, I believe you can carry 4 of them, and you throw one to each of your guys, and then one of them gets shot up, and you revive them, they're going to be, unless you held the paddles, or even if they just got shot and it canceled the heal, you need to throw another first aid pack that you don't have in your inventory any longer. If you simply just use the medic bag, go ahead and look at its description. A stationary, persistent medic bag. Soldiers nearby will all slowly heal to full health, even in combat. It does not say all, but that is a very key word. So basically, your 5-man squad, instead of having to waste all of your inventory, even though it is wasting all your inventory because you can only carry the one, you just simply throw it down, and then your entire squad, unless it gets blown up, can just be healed, and you don't have to worry about wasting yours and their time by throwing these little pouches over and over. You can just kind of throw it down, and you can even come back to it over and over. Here's some ACR gameplay from my ACR review on Lenkang Dam, and you'll see that I kind of frequently jump back to get to the medic bag. It's just kind of a simple technique that can be used that you simply cannot put to use with the first aid pack, as it is too small. And honestly, you chuck them. If you're trying to give health to yourself, you like basically throw them like a frisbee. So it's dang near impossible to heal yourself. You basically have to throw it either straight down at the ground or at a corner, and also you're wasting time by not watching your flank immediately. So that can also get you killed. So in the end, yes, the medic bag is the best piece of equipment to run with the meta class, and I think that it very nicely goes along with just about any other gadget. I almost always run medkit and defibs, or medic bag and defibs, because I just feel useless as a medic unless I have the defibrillators to revive my buddies. It just seems a little semi-pointless. The next question comes from SniperCat313, who says, I like using weapons that are faction-specific, i.e. M4s for the US and AKs for the Russians, but with that being said, would you prefer carbines on assaults, or any class for that matter, and do you think that the assault class is still the best if you had to play faction-specific? In short, yes. The assault class, or medic class rather, will always have that advantage of having the medic kits and the defibrillators, as well as the 320 grenade launchers and the M26 mass shotgun, which I never use because I'm not really a shotgun person. But to sort of prove the mentality, I replicated a Russian Special Forces class on Operation Locker and played as the Russians, luckily. I was using the IRNV, the suppressor, the folding foregrip, and the laser sight, or the laser light unit, either way, same basic thing, on the AEK-971, which is a Russian unlocked tree weapon. And I gotta say that I think that the assault class will always come out on top, even if the PDWs are the weapons that are class specific for the assault class, because having that medic kit and defibrillator is pretty much just priceless. Like, there's no reason beyond that point to not use the medic class. So I think that even if we were using carbines or assault rifles, it would not really matter. Now the question is kind of unclear, and I believe that the question is, would you rather do faction weapons with carbines or assault rifles? And basically, I personally would much rather do it either way. If you're playing faction weapons to replicate actual loadouts, then most likely you don't really care how the weapon actually handles or performs, because the entire reason that you're using that gun in the first place is to replicate a loadout, basically. So I think that in the end, the carbines and assault rifles, light machine guns, sniper rifles, DMRs, it doesn't matter. If you are trying to replicate a loadout, go with the class that has the closest weapons and equipment, and from there you can sort of place your loadout together to sort of play faction certain. The AK-12 for the Russians, the CZ-805 I think is also a Russian unlocked tree weapon. Then you have all the Ace guns that are Chinese unlocked tree weapons. Then you have weapons like the M416 and the M16A4 that are US unlocked tree weapons. And you can sort of make your decision based on that. So I think it comes down to personal preference, but if the question is assault rifles versus carbines, assault rifles all the way. Thanks a lot for all of your questions. That is going to conclude this episode of Medic Monday, and I hope to see you guys next week again. If you want to submit a question, simply private message me with the subject Medic Monday, or leave a comment down below any questions you have about the medic class, and I'll try and get back around to you. So, as always, thanks for watching, guys. I'm LevelUp here at OnPointGaming's OnPointTactical. Have a good one, and take it easy.